Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I'm doing back-to-back videos today. Today I want to talk about something that Ruth and I noticed that taxis at Cebu, are they really different? Are they really different than what you can get in Cebu here compared to CDO, Davao, or even our area, Balay, Valencia City? Taxis are different here. They actually run the taxi service a little bit different. What they do here more so than anything else, I've noticed this, the taxis are a little bit more expensive. The meters, while they run, they still start out at 40 peso. Really jump to 50, 60 peso within 2 minutes pretty fast. Where you go to Davao and some of the other CDOs, because we take taxis all the time there, as you know, we're going back that way again, take another taxi and take another taxi home and things like, not taxi home, taxi to the bus station. So we take taxis all the time. What they do here in the Philippines, here in Cebu, is a little bit different. Grab, usually they have Grab. It's done by taxis, but not as much as it is by private owners. You got a lot of people actually privately going out and they're doing Grab, which I don't blame them, I would too. You want to make a little extra income, you got money, because Grab, what it does, it tells you, oh, there's someone in this vicinity, you order it, the taxi will come pick you up, and then you already know the rate before you accept the position, gives his gives his name, the whole 9 yards before you accept the driver. Once you accept the driver, the fee is already presented, point A to point B. It's already figured out for the driver and for us. So we already know what we're paying, like 160, 170, 180. But when you take a taxi here, your rate is going to be considerably higher. It could be as much as 30, 50 peso to, in this instance, to 100 peso difference. In Filipino cost, it's really expensive for them. In us, it's $1, $2 difference. A lot of cases, the Grab drivers are driving new cars, and they're actually in better shape than the taxis. They're not worn out. They're not as stinky, things like that. Now I noticed that the criteria in Davao and the criteria in CDO compared to Cebu as far as taxis, they are cleaner per se. They actually have deodorizers in there. The drivers are a little bit more pleasant. Davao to me has the best drivers. They're more talk, they say hi, whatever, and they have a conversation with you, and they seem to have a good attitude. CDO's okay. Cebu, I don't know if it's too commercialized or what. I mean, even in Manila, man, we got some pretty cool taxi drivers. But here so far, the 6 or 8 or 10 or 12 that we've taken, it's not been a very good. Sometimes you have to wait an hour, sometimes half hour for a taxi here. So we just started doing something that you've come into Cebu. The best thing that I have found for me personally is to grab taxi. You may have to wait because not a lot of Grab personal guys are out there, but they're getting a hint that actually we can make some income from this. And ask the guys what they do when they drop you off. They're looking for their next person. And even though they may have to drive 30 minutes, and they tell the person it's going to be 30 minutes before I can get there. In a lot of cases, it's okay. Because we could not get a taxi at our property yesterday to get out of there. There's no way. There's no taxi. You could not. And the one that came down the road, you know, we're waving. He was going to pick someone else at another hotel down the road. And as he's coming back through, he finally, you know, waves at us. And of course, our taxi's pulling in a nice car. And it's Grab as a personal driver. So we already know. We get in the car. There's no meter. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Car's clean. Most of the time it's a family car. The guy's driving his family car. It's okay. But the rate is already discussed. And when he drops you off, he has to hit end. And so do we. He hits end. When he ends it, it says, how courteous was the driver? Did the driver greet you? Was it clean in the car? Did it smell good? Was the driver presentable? You know, A, B, C, F, G. And Chichi has to fill out this thing. How was your drive? 1 to 5. Did he get you on time? You know, A, B, C, D, E. And so you fill it out, and it's actually okay. You don't mind it. You really don't mind it, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that feeling, that good feeling, right? So as I look at it as a person trying to find a taxi, sometimes better to wait 5 minutes and get a taxi. I got a Grab. I got in a taxi yesterday, and I got to tell you something. It was the worst taxi I've ever been in my life. And I've been in New York, I've been all Boston, I've been in California, I've been in Denver, Colorado getting a taxi. I have never seen a taxi like this before. I get in it, there's a hump where the headrest right here, right below my shoulder blades. And the height of the ceiling inside the car was like this. It had been hit and it was damaged. And so the seat was pushed in, which you could not tell from looking at it, but you could tell once you get in the car because the seat's like this, right? So I'm sitting there going, what in the world's wrong with this car? And I'm bent over, and I'm like this. I'm going down the road, and it's 30 minutes where we got to go to our next stop. And I realized, I said, okay, enough of that. So pull over the road, let me get another taxi. But we arrived in 30 minutes, and it was all I could do. I got out of that car. My neck still hurts. And I realized, I said, from now on, we're going to start using Grab. We're using Grab. Instead of grabbing all these taxis, wave down some guy down the road, it's not. Is it worth the hassle? No. I told Chichi, I will wait an extra 15 minutes on the side of the road if I have to. I'll wait half an hour. Because it seems to me, and what I have found also, that the taxis, they're not always clean here. There must be a criteria here that they're not doing or what, but I don't know. But I noticed too also that in Davao and in CDO both, you get in a taxi, it's clean. The floor mats are clean, it's clean. And they make it accommodating. Sir, they move the seat up. I had to tell a guy yesterday 3 times, 3 different guys, please move up your seat, dude. I can't even get in the car. Couldn't even get my foot in. Because my foot is a size 11. And I just talked to my buddy Fed Up yesterday. I asked him, he says, I can't get in them. He can't physically get in them. He's bigger than me. So they're just, and if they don't push the seat up, you just can't get in because they're really small. But I got in a Geo yesterday. No worries, no problem. Very comfortable. Back seat, plenty of room. He moved the seat up. It smelled like a brand new car. But so I'm finding Grab is really the way to go for us here so far. And we've been here 3 weeks, and I would recommend that for someone coming here. Get the app. Is it going to be worthwhile when you come? 6 months? I don't know, but it's worthwhile today. Getting a taxi here can be a problem, and it can, even if you wave down some guy on the street. There's not really, I haven't seen any enforcers here. No enforcers. It's a safe place, but I've seen no enforcers, so it's not like it's strict. They make a lot of U-turns here. They go around the corners. They do a lot of stuff here that you can't do with Davao and CDO for sure. For sure, CDO has getting enforcers themselves. So really the province, to me, that I have found is a little bit more policed and more enforced than I've found so far here in Cebu. Even down in the island, down south island, nothing's enforced. You can drive 120 mile an hour down a 2-lane road. If a kid crosses the street, he gets hit. And they've had so many deaths. People walking on the road as you walk, sometimes you move out because of a branch and get hit by a car. The guy was telling me from USA, Filipino, he's been there now, he said US, he's from California, him and his wife's been there now, he said about 3 years. And he said there's been so many deaths, they cannot count them on all the fingers and toes on their hands, right in their area, where little kids been hit by the buses and cars and everything else. So that's something you really have to think about. You move to an area, at least I know that where I'm at, I have 4 lane. I have 4 lane, and actually a lot of places 6 lane. Where we go in our area now, it's 6 lane. I mean, sometimes I got a whole lane I can walk in. And they use that as an overflow parking sometimes, or they use it as for motorcycles go down the road because they're starting to enforce all slow vehicles to the right and fast vehicles left where I'm from. Here, it doesn't matter. It's just enforced however it is. So I've been rambling on, but I want to talk to you guys about that because it's very important someone coming here. What do I do? How do I get around? What's the best thing to do? What's the easiest way to get around this? Well, get the app, Grab, get internet, get data, and order it, and I think you'll be happier in the long run. Because not only they will unload your car, they'll actually pick up your suitcase and take it to the curb. Every Grab guy we have done has helped us with our luggage. Not one taxi guy has even got out of the car. He won't even get out of the car. They're tired. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. They don't care. But the Grab guys, we had groceries, probably 6 bags of groceries. Well, you can see. And of course, we ate a lot of it already because we ate 2 meals here yesterday and this morning also. So, but thank you, everybody. Thank you. Please hit like.